Once upon a time, in a land where the skies blushed pink at dawn and stars lingered longer than they should, there was a little village nestled between great green hills and the edge of the Mistywood Forest. In this village lived a young girl named Mira. Mira was not like other children. While others ran through meadows or played by the river, Mira spent hours talking to birds. Not just ordinary chirps and whistles. Mira understood them. She could listen to the robins complain about squirrels stealing berries and laugh at the blue jays, gossiping about a sleepy owl. Her grandmother, who had once been a forest healer, told Mira she had listening ears and a forest heart, a rare gift passed down in her family. Mira's most precious treasure was a small silver pendant shaped like a feather, given to her by her grandmother before she passed away. She wore it every day, tucked beneath her silver-threaded cloak. The pendant, her grandmother said, would one day guide her to where she was needed most. One morning, just before sunrise, Mira awoke to the sound of a strange melody outside her window. It was not a bird's song or the rustle of trees. It was a hum, soft and glowing like a dream. She rushed to the door and found something extraordinary lying on the dew-covered grass, a feather. But not just any feather. This one shimmered in every color of the rainbow and glowed faintly, as though it held a piece of the dawn inside it. The moment Mira touched it, a gentle warmth spread through her fingers. The pendant around her neck began to glow, pulsing in time with the feather. Something was calling her. Without a moment's hesitation, she tucked the enchanted feather into her cloak and set off into the Mistywood Forest. As she walked deeper, the trees grew taller, and their leaves whispered secrets to each other. Birds flew beside her, chirping in urgent tones, and a soft mist began to curl around her feet. Then, from behind a mossy tree, a small fox with golden fur stepped into her path. "You found the feather of echoes," the fox said, bowing its head. Its eyes sparkled like the stars at midnight. "Only one with a pure heart can hold it. The forest queen is in grave danger. Her voice has been stolen, and with it, the magic of the forest has begun to fade." Mira felt a flutter in her chest. She nodded. "Take me to her." They walked together through enchanted glades, where flowers opened and closed like breathing creatures, past streams that sang lullabies, and under tree branches that bent low to greet Mira. Every part of the forest seemed to recognize her, as if it had been waiting. Finally, they reached a hidden glen at the base of a mountain. In the center stood a crystal palace, grown from the earth itself. It was beautiful but silent, eerily silent. No birds sang. No wind stirred the leaves. The air felt heavy. Inside the palace, at the top of a spiraling staircase, made of woven vines, Mira found the forest queen. She was trapped inside a giant crystal cage. Her lips parted as if trying to speak, but no sound came. Her eyes were filled with sadness and something else, hope. Mira stepped forward and pulled the glowing feather from her cloak. As she held it up, it began to hum louder, responding to the queen's silent plea. The pendant around her neck grew brighter, and the crystal walls of the cage quivered. Mira placed the feather on the cage and whispered, "Return what was taken. Let her voice be free." The feather lifted into the air, spinning faster and faster until it became a swirl of light. There was a burst of golden wind, and suddenly the crystal cracked and shattered into 1,000 shining pieces. The queen gasped, her voice returning in a soft melody that echoed through the forest. As she sang, the forest came alive once more. Flowers bloomed in seconds. The sun pierced the clouds, and every bird sang in harmony. the silence was broken. The queen stepped forward, her long green robes flowing like leaves in the breeze. "Mira," she said, "you have restored the heart of the forest. You are more than a girl, you are a guardian." She reached into the air and wove a crown from vines, feathers, and glowing threads of moonlight. Placing it on Mira's head, she whispered, "Whenever the forest is in need, you will hear its call. And when you wear the feather, all its creatures will know they are safe." Mira returned to her village, but her life was never the same. She still listened to birds, still wore her silver cloak, but now she traveled far and wide, helping forests that had fallen quiet and animals that had forgotten how to speak. Every spring, on the day she found the glowing feather, the village children gather around her, and she tells them the story of the day she saved the magic of the forest. The birds join in, chirping parts of the tale, and somewhere in the wind, if you listen closely, you might still hear the soft hum of the enchanted feather. And so, the story of Mira, the girl with the forest heart, lived on, forever sung in every tree and whispered in every breeze. Like, subscribe, and share.